Brian at McFarlane Toys. I'm Director of Brand Creative, and I'm going to take you through the booth here at our New York Toy Fair 2025 exhibit here. So these are our Warhammer figures, long-running action figure line for us. Obviously, this is the long-running tabletop game. 40 years of history, 10 editions of the game, etc., multiple video games. We're continuing our 7-inch action figures. You can see some here. And then on the top, we're also always going to have those unique artist-proof chase figures. You can buy those because fans love to paint their own Warhammer figures, so we're doing that on the 7-inch scale. Over to Avatar, there's a new Avatar movie coming. So these are figures from A1 and A2. You'll see some newness later in the year, but just want to showcase, we're going to continue the 7-inch collector line and the World of Pandora line. You can see the great blacklight activation that replicates the bioluminescent qualities of Pandora. So great, well, probably some of the most detailed figures we've ever created. Diablo and World of Warcraft statues. So here you can see an example of that. These are going to be $19.99 hitting store shelves. This is Rogue, this is a Barbarian, and down below you can see some Warcraft examples. Here's a Goblin, etc., etc. So if you're a fan of those two video games, look out for these later this year. Movie Maniacs, obviously a long-running statue line for McFarlane Toys. We have something for everyone here. So King Kong, Kung Fu Panda, Scarface, Kevin Malone from The Office. You're going to see lots of Office figures coming. We've released Beetlejuice based on the sequel movie that came out this last year. So stay tuned for more, but Movie Maniacs rolls on for sure. Walking Dead, these are re-release figures. We've added new paint deco to mix it up and make them special, but really to serve the long-standing Walking Dead fans. There's plenty of spin-offs here, so look for these toys out on the market, as well as this PVC statue of Rick Grimes. And then in the lower right, around the holiday season, the Lord of the Rings War of Rohirrim hit theaters, and that's a Build-A-Figure wave to support that movie in 3 3/4-inch scale. Over on McFarlane Toys Digital, you're going to see our 12-inch posed Shrek statue, and basically you buy this statue, you get a digital redemption code here. So you'll get the physical Shrek statue, and then you'll get a digital version of it on the McFarlane Toys digital viewer app, and the same goes for these DC characters here. You get a physical action figure with that redemption code. You get a free digital asset. So a really great program. We're really trying to bring people into the digital collectible space and hope that does it. And then on the far right, we have our Berserker figure that we announced at San Diego Comic-Con with Keanu Reeves at the Hall H panel. It's finally coming to fruition based on the best-selling comic book. And here you can see all the great content in the box here. Multiple heads, weapons, alternate limbs, so you can make a battle damage version of the character B. So very excited to get Berserker in collector hands. Over on the DC Direct resin side, so we've got a variety of statues, really just to highlight the lines that we'll be carrying forward. Obviously, Batman Black and White will be carrying forward. We have a Creature Commandos maquette line based on the James Gunn animated series. Jon Stewart Green Lantern. We have BVS Batman there based on Ben Affleck's take. J. Scott Campbell's Zatanna for CoverGirls. A new Superman line, similar to Batman Black and White. Got Joaquin Phoenix Joker statue here as well. Down here we have our 1/3 scale cowl programs. So these are $14.99, and we're releasing cowls all throughout Batman's 85-year history. So great size and good price point, so I think perfect for collectors. You'll see a Joker statue by Carr Andrews, Catwoman by Jock, and then a Punchline statue by Stanley Artgermlau in the Joker line. Our retro figures, from Superpowers to Super Friends. Superpowers really found its stride here. So Aquaman, Bizarro, Superman, Batman, Riddler, and Aquaman again in a different deco. So lots more Superpowers to come, so stay tuned there. And then Super Friends, based on the 70s cartoon. Here's the chase, but you're seeing some of the main figures here in Wave 1. Sinestro, Batman, Lex Luthor, and Green Lantern Hal Jordan. So stay tuned for more there. Some great villains from the Legion of Doom in that line. Up top, some new multiverse figures, so you can see the Final Suit Batman, Commissioner Gordon, of course, the Fleischer-inspired Superman figure here in the back, Hawkgirl in the collector edition, so getting another female hero out there through the collector edition line, so that's very exciting. Down below, you'll see Batman Begins. It's the 20th anniversary of Batman Begins, so this really rounds out. That makes us feel all very old. This rounds out the kind of Nolan-verse that we've been chipping away at over the last few years. Obviously, the BVS figures have been out for a bit. You can see the Scarecrow figure there. We're doing cover recreations, so recreating the Killing Joke cover from Brian Bolland as an action figure. A lot of fun there. And then 2 gold labels for Target, Hourman and Green Arrow Connor Hawk. So in terms of Hourman, we're getting more JSA characters out. Justice League versus Kong versus Godzilla hit crossover at DC Comics. We're doing 2 packs, so essentially a mega figure with a 7-inch figure, and then a tiny page puncher figure, so it's better in scale with King Kong and Godzilla. So you got a Superman, Godzilla, King Kong and Batman, Titano and Flash. We have a Wonder Woman coming as well, and then some Batman releases down there, as well as some of the variant themes like Frostbite Edition at GameStop, Glow in the Dark, Captain Carrot at Amazon. There you're seeing Terry McGinnis, Batman Begins, and you'll see some rainbow Batman chases on the far left. Throughout the year, you're going to see the Rainbow Batman appear as chase figures at your brick and mortar retail store. Up top, Batman the Animated Series and New Batman Adventures. So Batman the Animated Series is at Target. So Bruce Wayne is the Build-A-Figure there. So if you collect Hardeck, Phantasm, Poison Ivy, and Bane, you can build Bruce Wayne, which has been a long missing character in the Batman the Animated Series line. And then you're seeing some of the New Batman Adventures with their cell reproductions, which is very cool. So you get a kind of authentic piece there, and then a synopsis and episode detail on the back. So very cool. Page punchers. So a lot of the comics have been fueling the James Gunn new DC universe that he's building. So Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is supposed to be a inspiration story for Supergirl the movie. So here we have a 7-inch page puncher figure with the comic book. Kingdom Come, obviously Alex Ross Superman there. You'll get the JSA number 10 by Jeff Johns with that there, as well as the 2 chase figures are coming, Starman and Damage. And then down below, we've got Todd's Mods. These are our new stylized form factor, as if Todd did like napkin sketches, and then our sculptors are doing, translating them into 3D. So really great takes on King Shark, Killer Croc. You've got Bane here in the back and Swamp Thing, so as well as some of the heroes. So lots of fun coming from Todd's Mods. And then down on the bottom, some more page punchers, Dark Knight's Metal, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, Shazam, and then Superman 1978 from the comic book published by DC. Over in the Spawn corner here, we've got some really insane resin statues. Todd actually signed this one here, but this is a piece based on Greg Capullo's work. We have Spawn number 1 here as a resin statue, replicating the iconic number 1 issue that Todd that started it all really for Todd with Spawn and Todd. Down below we've got Rat City, the Deviant. That's based on the new books coming from the Spawn universe. Some Blood Axe Spawn, Hell Spawn. We got tons of spawns here. And then down below we've got a Robot Wars Spawn. So those are figures that they actually showed here at Toy Fair probably 20 years ago. Were never put into production. So we're going to finally release those. And then Call of Duty Spawn, the crossover from last year. We're going to continue to make those figures. So very excited about that. And over to Marvel. We launched Marvel over the summer. These statues that replicate covers and famous scenes from the books. This is primarily the 1/10 scale. You're seeing some 1/6 in the back, but the 1/10 scale, $29.99 at every one of your favorite retailers. We got Captain America, Spider-Man. You're seeing some of the X-Men covers here. X-Men number 1 figures. So Beast. You've got Cyclops down here, Magneto. So we're slowly but surely recreating that iconic Jim Lee cover. There's a Fantastic Four movie coming, so you got The Thing, Venom, Daredevil. There's more Daredevil content coming as well, so getting the Joe Quesada cover out there as a statue is very fun. And then over on the right, the 1/6 scale 12-inch statues. Incredible Hulk 340 here with the Hulk printed there on the blades of Wolverine, bringing that cover to life. Then on the far right, Jack Kirby's Thor, for all those Jack Kirby fans. Then down below, we've got Deadpool, Spider-Man by Mike Zeck in the symbiote suit, and then John Romita's Iron Man. So that is all very, very cool. McFarlane's Sports Picks. We've been in the sports business for a long time, obviously. Todd McFarlane has a deep history with sports. So we have the MLB, Major League Baseball. You're seeing Mookie Betts, Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani. Then down below, we've got some NHL. statues. There's a resin statue. We're starting to do NHL mascots as well, which is super fun. And then down below, we've got NFL figures with all your favorite stars. 7-inch scale, $29.99 for all of our sports figures, not the rennet resin. And then we've got UFC. So this just launched this past year, second half of the year. You're seeing all the chase figures on the top row, where their short color changes, in some cases their hair color changes if you're Sean O'Malley. And then you can see the great base, which looks like the ring, and then the packaging looks like the ring. So yeah, really great lineup of UFC figures. You can see all the great tattoos. We're sparing no expense here. So a great line, and we're happy to get it going, and stay tuned for more there. And then we have an anime portfolio. Demon Slayer, Bleach, and Persona 3 is coming. So Bleach here, Ichigo is the main character. You can see the great soft goods clothing there. There's a fully articulated figure underneath. 7-inch scale. And then down below, Demon Slayer. We've had this going for a few years now. So we've got a lineup of great figures coming this summer and later this year, and then the 5-inch scale as well. So that's our booth tour here at McFarlane Toys 2024. Just big announcements that I can speak to. Mortal Kombat Classics, 7-inch scale articulated figures, TMNT based on the IDW mainline comic books, so a 5-inch scale figure with a comic book, $24.99. And our Elite Edition is coming with articulated figures from Diablo and Doom. So stay tuned for all of that.